side. Remember, this is true for all of your cranial nerves. They're always in pairs. So you've got one on both sides. Even if yours is missing one, it just means that it was pulled away when you were taking the meninges off. So you're always going to have pairs of cranial nerves. Here you've got your optic nerves. That's going to be these two that you see here. They actually cross over, and the point where they cross over is your optic chiasma. So you kind of look at the X, and that point right in the middle is going to be your optic chiasma. So we're looking at the optic nerves here, and when we do the eye dissection next week, we'll look at the other end of the optic nerve where it actually exits from the back of the eyeball, and then it comes up to the brain here and then crosses over. So we're looking kind of at the end point right before it enters into the brain tissue. The next pair is going to be our third pair of cranial nerves, which are going to be these little string pieces that you see right here. They're going to be right in the middle, fairly close to one another. So you can see we've got one of these on each side. You've got one here and you've got one here. So that's going to be number 3. And you'll notice 1, 2, and 3 are kind of right in the middle, aligned with one another. This sample that I have actually has number 4. It's not on your list to identify because they're really thin, so a lot of times they get removed and we're not even aware of the fact that they existed there, because there's not even really a stump piece left for you to identify it from. But this one actually has both of them visible, so let me show them to you guys since you have to identify them on the model. See this tiny little string piece that's actually running right here? So that little bitty piece right there is going to be your 4th set of cranial nerves. So it's a really thin little tiny piece of string. And when you guys get finished, I'll have you come up and take a look at it so you can see it a little bit better here. So it actually comes in kind of along the side over here, and then you can see it over here as well. So it's going to be that really little string that runs right across there. So that's going to be number 4 out here towards the outer lateral portion. Then number 5 is going to be these two pieces that you see right here. So see those large round structures that are right there. Those are going to be your 2 sets of number 5 cranial nerves. And you'll notice that these actually come out on either side of the pons. So you'll notice here that you kind of have this lumpy area right here that kind of sticks out. That's going to be your pons. And then your medulla is going to be this portion back here. And you'll actually identify your cranial nerve number 6 in that kind of separation between the pons and the medulla. So there's actually a little area right here that's a little bit of an indentation that separates the pons here from the medulla back here. And you've got these tiny little string pieces right there that stick up. That's going to be your 6th pair of cranial nerves. So they come in the middle, but right in between the pons and the medulla. And then the last one that you guys have to identify is going to be number 11, and it actually comes in along the side of the medulla. So on this sample here, you'll notice there's just a tiny little bit of it left intact right here. So that little piece right there is going to be number 11. So it's going to come in all the way over on the lateral portion.
Is that the one I cut off?
We're missing a lot, so I don't know.
So I'm going to leave this sample. I'm not going to cut this sample. And after you're finished, if there were any